It is hump day, my dudes. Happy hump day, SquirrelTribe 2.0. How you guys doing? Look, this one here has been in the corner of the couch the entire time, but as soon as I start recording, he starts moving. I actually thought he was about to come climb into my lap, so at least he didn't do that. He's at the window staring at everything happening. So today is a good day. No, here he is. Here he is. Look. Hi, Maxie Poo. How you doing? You just wanted to come say hi to everybody? You want to go right there, say hello. So today has been a really good day. But like the weirdest thing in the history of things happened earlier. And I'm very curious how you would have responded. I think if I had been alone, I might have responded differently. And I don't know if that would have been safe or not, but the man was with me. He was in the passenger seat. So let me explain what happened. And then I'll tell you about the rest of today. So we're driving home from the beach, which was lovely. And we get to this stop. Okay. So there's this way and then this way. It's like basically just a two-way stop. You can't go anywhere else. And I'm pulling up this way and there's this car that comes this way and I have to go right and this car has to go left. So this car pulls up right here. And as soon as I go to turn right, this man who's probably in his 70s or 80s flings his driver's side door open and starts waving his arm out at me. And so, of course, I slow down because I'm like, is he about to run in front of my Jeep? Like, what is happening here? And Kevin's like, nope, move, keep going, keep going. So I keep going. The older man shuts his door and makes his left-hand turn. And I'm like, what was that? Like, what was that about? I've never had anything like that happen. I've had some weird stuff happen in a car, like, not, you know what I'm saying, but like at intersections and, you know, road ragey kind of people and seeing weird things on the roads and whatever. But that was weird because I'm going to sound so mean when I say it. He didn't look right in the face. Like I was at first I was like, well, maybe he's having a medical emergency. Well, the fact that he shut his door and continued on driving says that no, that wasn't the case. So why did he open his door? Like not just like flung his door open and starts waving his arm out the window, not like a hi, but like stop. And I have no clue why. Absolutely no idea why. And it's one of those things where I'm like, if I had stopped, what was going to happen? Excuse me, it's like accidentally kind of sort of burped. What would have happened if I had stopped? What would have happened if it was somebody different, like a young kid or like a 16-year-old or something, they had stopped? I don't know what that whole thing was about. So that's been stuck in my head for the last couple hours because I'm like, who does that? Who flings their door open at a stop sign and starts waving their arm around like they're crazy and then closes the door and then just continues driving on? Like, so incredibly weird. We weren't the only two cars there. There was a car behind him. There was a car behind me. Just very, very weird. Anyway, so it is hump day. It is Wednesday. Today was day 3 of morning beach walk, right? Monday morning was great. The temperature was a little cold, so I wore a sweatshirt. Yesterday morning was great. Temperature was still a little cool, so I wore a sweatshirt, got a little hot. Today was not as cold, so I wore a long sleeve shirt and different kind of pants. And by the end of the beach walk, I was walking in the water and the bottom of my pants were soaked and it was glorious and I absolutely love it. And I swear it's like in the mid 60s right now and it's beautiful outside. And what I've noticed is that starting my day, each day, at the beach has been as beneficial as I expected it to be. One, because the sun, I swear being out in the sun just does something for you. You know what I mean? Mentally, emotionally, whateverly you want to call it. But getting that immediate walking and those endorphins, we talked about those endorphins, those things that make you happy. Getting those going first thing in the morning has been great. And then I come home, I immediately take a shower and then I make breakfast for us because we're still doing the intermittent fasting, 11 to 7 kind of thing. And everything has been going great. What I find interesting, and I did not mention to you guys during Monday's Mimosa Monday live stream, which I meant to, but the pictures were on my phone and I hadn't emailed them to myself yet. I want to show you guys this. Now, we've talked about religion here before and how I've kind of been always curious and questioning and not fully understanding a lot of different things, right? We've talked about this. And then when my daughter was sick and we took her to the emergency room with 104.7 fever and like was terrified, my mother-in-law sent me that thank you Jesus text afterwards and I like broke down. Let me explain to you. So Monday, look, there are signs and then there are signs. And if I am like, bro, this is a sign because y'all know my headspace has been all wiggly giggly jacked up for the last like month or two or whatever. Winter solstice, basically. Winter solstice kicked my ass. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. Winter solstice kicked my ass. So I've been in this weird headspace, whatever else. And then the thing with my daughter, and then the thank you Jesus, and then I've gone and looked at Bibles and done all this other stuff, and I've been thinking about these things. And then Monday, the day I decided I was gonna, I'm gonna change gears thanks to Jess and her message that she left me. And I'm gonna mention Jess 85,000 times because the message she left me like literally was like flipping a light switch for me in my brain. So then Monday, if you haven't seen that, what I'm talking about, you'd have to watch like past videos because that's too much to go into again. But anyway, so Monday, get down to the beach, right? The man went with me, went down to the beach, and we're walking. And I'm having this internal dialogue with myself while I walk, the whole, you can do it this time, just stick with, your intermittent fasting. You've done it before. You went from 232 pounds of like flabby whatever down to 155 pounds of muscle, and you looked good, girl. You went from like a 14 down to like a 5. You could have competed if you wanted to, like all these things. I'm reminding myself, you did it before, you can do it again. The circumstances may be a little different, but what really matters is your willpower and your mindset, and you're cheering yourself on instead of putting yourself down, right? Because our body reacts to what our mind does, which is something that I know and I forget sometimes. But if our mind can tell us that we are happy, that we are good, that our body is great, then our body will fall in line and be like, hey, no, we're great. And it will want to work better, work harder, whatever, right? So we're walking down the beach Monday. We're walking down the beach Monday, y'all. And I am a Disney girl. There is no, getting around that. I got Disney all over me. Like literally my whole entire freaking sleeve is Disney. My neck is Disney. I got Disney on my back, Disney on this arm, Disney on my back right thigh. Like I have Disney all over the place. I need you to know that Monday we went to a beach we don't normally go to. We drive by it all the time, but we don't park and walk down on this beach. It's just not one we go to because it's normally full of tourists. So we don't normally go there. But Monday, my brain said, go to that one. So we went to that one. And we park and we start walking. And somehow did not see this while on our initial walk out, but on our walk back towards my Jeep, we see this. And I want to show you this because again, if people don't believe in signs, let me just show you a sign. So this is one of the sand castles. Can y'all see that? One of the sand castles that was built, sand structure, whatever. Disney, Mickey Mouse, you are amazing. Y'all can see there's another one right next to it, right? Y'all can tell there's another one right next to it. Would you like to see what the other one was? Look at this. Look at this. Tell me that is not some sort of sign of look at that. Tell me that's not a sign of some sort. There's no way that's not a sign of some sort. To put Mickey Mouse and God together, like, come on now. Like, come on now. On a beach I don't go to, on the day that I decided to get my shit back in order and in gear and whatever else, that's what happens? Come on now. Come on now. Even I know better than that. So now I'm like, okay, all right, I got you. I see it. Now, I don't know if maybe that was my test today when that old man flung his door open and started waving his arm around like crazy. If I was supposed to be like, what can I do for you, sir? Maybe I failed that test. It's not on purpose, but it was very weird. But all I know is that Monday literally reconfirmed for me that the way I'm thinking is the right path to go and things like that. So I don't know. It's only 3 days into, out of the winter solstice funk, but I am really enjoying life the last couple days. And I have crazy hiccups right now. But I'm just really excited for everything. And I hope that you guys, like all of y'all, have something going on in your life that gives you that same excitement, if you will, or that same aha kind of moments, or that same drive. No matter what it is, something that makes you wake up and go, this is good. I'm happy today. This is a good day. Like, you know what I mean? And if not, then how do we find that for you? How do you help somebody find something to give them that spark or that happiness or that goal or that reason for whatever? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like, I would like to be able to help as many people as possible. First, you got to help yourself, obviously, which is what I'm working on now. But then I'd like to help as many people as possible find the silver lining in things, find that spark, find the happiness, find something, a goal to work towards, So that's it. I really just wanted to show you those 2 pictures because I was like, are you serious right now? I sent it to my mother-in-law, obviously. I sent her the not the Disney one, but the other one first. I sent it to her and I said, I saw this and I thought of you, because I did immediately when I saw that one, I thought of her. So I sent it to her and I said, but then there's this one too. And I sent it to her and she was like, oh daughter, I know this is a sign. And I was like, see, I knew you would see it the same way I did, because really, come on now. Like, obviously it's never too old to change your mind or to open your mind to new things and to want to learn about new things. So not everybody is going to want to learn new things as they get older, but I always want to learn stuff. Like, I'm always questioning things and looking at things and wanting to understand things. And this is just a different understanding than where I've been for the previous 42 years, right? Now we're on a new second half, if you will, of learning and understanding, and a different kind of self-love also. Self-love over 40, I think, is different than self-love before 40. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. But I feel like the things that make you happy and the way you feel about yourself is different after a certain, I don't know if it's really a certain age, or maybe it's just a certain time in life or whatever else. But I liked how I felt about myself when I was younger. But I like right now how I feel about myself much, much more, because right now it's not superficial. And when I was younger, it was more superficial. So I like this less superficial liking of myself. You know what I mean? So that's that. Listen, I made hot tea again. My little double, can y'all see the steam? I think y'all can see that. Yeah. I set my little tea kettle to 195 degrees. It says you're supposed to do green tea at like 185, but it won't let me do 185. It lets me do 175 or 195. So do it to 195. But then by the time I pour it, it says the temperature is up to 202, which is only 10 degrees below the boiling. So I got to wait for the steam to go away before I can drink this. But Max is curled up at my feet, being a good little golden doodle boy that he is. I have plenty of stuff to bring you guys tomorrow. I just wanted to bring this to you now because, one, that guy at the stoplight weirded me out, but also because it's just been a really nice day and I want to go back out into the sun now because it is beautiful. So, and the kid and I are having a mommy-daughter night tonight, so I'm excited for that too. So is she. She's been texting me all day long about it. So it'll be just her and I for dinner and whatnot tonight. So I'm sure she's going to motor mouth through the whole entire dinner, which is what she did last time, which I love. I love it. So there's that. It's just a really good day. I love y'all. SquirrelTribe 2.0. Thank you for being my besties. Like all of you, thank you for being my besties. So that's that. I'll see you again later. Love you. Bye.